Hey, it's Willow and Caden, and we moved across country. And we brought a dog with us.
Hi, Izzy.
Put you down. And we took a road trip, and it was kind of scary at times.
We got lost in Kentucky.
We did get lost. We got lost in the hills of
dark,
Kentucky.
And there was no lights.
Okay, don't spoil it, because we're gonna show them the trip, and we're gonna talk about it through the video. And join us on our adventure. It's been fun. The last few days of moving out was actually really hard for all of us. We had almost no furniture in our house, some bits and pieces. We were sleeping on an air mattress. Isabel had like one toy. She was very bored. But we made do, and because my birthday was going to be on the move, we had a few friends over for a socially distanced birthday party. That's Soren and Chase and Caden. We had some Little Caesars pizza, and then they sang happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday, dear me! Happy birthday to you! Woo! Now someone find a Q-tip!
Why?
Well, I thought you used it for me. You used a Q-tip for my birthday where I'm getting back at you, bitch.
I have a Q-tip somewhere. Am I supposed to?
A Q-tip on fire for my birthday. That was my birthday gift. Where's that flash paper? Yes.
No, she took it.
Ah.
No, we're not lighting a Q-tip on fire. This is how the house will burn down on the last day. The next day, we had one last doctor's appointment for Caden at his electric cardiologist. This is the same electric cardiologist that diagnosed Caden with autonomic dysfunction. And unfortunately, a lot of Orlando doctors didn't know how to treat autonomic dysfunction, and it's a big reason why we're moving. I also said goodbye to my childhood home and my family, as I wasn't going to see them for a while, because we're moving across country. And we had to head back to the apartment because we were getting up at midnight to start driving at 3 in the morning. So we got the air mattress filled up, and we went to bed pretty quick. We woke up at 12 a.m. and rushed everything into the car as fast as we could, and I did one final walkthrough of the house. I had to make sure that everything was looking good and clean and the house was empty. It was. The landlord still charged us. Scumbags. Last person in the house is me and Ditto. We're going to grab Ditto too. All the cabinets are empty and cleaned out. Bye. The first stop was at a Wawa gas station where I grabbed a grilled cheese sandwich and we refilled the car. We drove for the rest of the night into the morning, stopping at a truck stop and then stopping at a Sonic location in Tifton, Georgia. Caden and I grabbed some breakfast, and then it was time to take Isabel out for her morning walk, which she was happy to stretch her legs and smell some new smells. She really enjoyed it. Also, if you're new to my channel, hit the like button and also subscribe. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing. For day one, I also made a Spotify playlist that lasted the entire car trip. I timed it out perfectly, and if you want to listen to that, it's down in the description. This is Red Top Mountain out in Georgia. You can kind of see it behind all the trees. In fact, the GPS took us up into the mountains, and we were so high up at one point that our ears started popping. Ditto came along for the trip too. In fact, he got his own little cage that sat on Caden's lap. It was like a Dove RV.
Hey, Ditto. How you doing, buddy? Just hanging out? Yeah. Just hanging out.
Georgia had a lot of beautiful views, a lot of mountain peaks and things to look at, including Buc-ee's billboards, which were oddly everywhere. After the few Buc-ee's billboards, we were entering Tennessee.
We're We're in Tennessee.
And Caden made a bad dad joke.
You're the only 10 I see.
Another thing we listened to on the way was my friend Trey's podcast called That Means Nothing to Me. In this episode, he interviewed my friend Curtis's dad, Edward Meyer, the former vice president of exhibits and archives at Ripley's Believe It or Not. If you'd like to listen to it, I placed a link in the description. The episode's called Collecting for Edward. Tennessee had really pretty scenery, like lakes and mountains and old houses and creepy roads. It wasn't long before the sun was starting to set and we were entering into Kentucky, which kind of looked like a scene out of Jurassic Park. I'm not even kidding.
And ask him.
The sun was about to set on day one and we weren't even at the hotel yet. We wanted to get through the mountains before nightfall, but unfortunately we didn't, and it got really scary. The roads on the mountains were thin. They were dark and you couldn't see more than 5 feet in front of the car. The back roads led to poorly lit exits that showed up at a backwards diagonal, so they were almost impossible to see when you approached them. We ended up crossing a one-way bridge over a foggy, endless pit, and I thought we were gonna die. At the top of the mountain, we could see the glow of tiki torches. We had stumbled upon a clan meeting. Caden and I began to panic, and the GPS led us through the darkness for about 30 minutes of anxiety and crying. We finally arrived at the hotel around 10 p.m., relieved. Grabbing our stuff, we checked in at the hotel, which was just at the foot of the mountains in Lexington, Kentucky. We had had enough of the night. After a stressful day, we decided that the next day was going to be a nice, easy, short one. So we woke up, got some breakfast at McDonald's, and got gas, and hightailed out of Kentucky. One of the things Caden and I like to do on road trips are make silly jokes. It makes the time fly.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Kentucky was no exception. Driving across country and being a trans couple is sometimes a little bit hard, especially when we're trying to do something as simple as find a place to go to the bathroom. Not all places are as welcoming of us. Luckily, we mapped out all the Targets along the way. That way, if we did have to use the bathroom, we could go to Target. Target has inclusive bathroom policies that allow you to use whichever restroom you need to. They also have family restrooms in every store, so that's also helpful if you don't feel safe. One of my favorite parts of the trip was the Lewis and Clark Bridge, which you have to go through this crazy tunnel that reminds me of a racing game I played when I was a kid. The bridge passes over the Ohio River. It is really pretty. Once you're over the Ohio River, a sign greets you and welcomes you into Indiana. One of our favorite parts of Indiana was the long stretches of farmland that seemed to go on forever. It is beautiful, and so were all the cute little houses. We were getting concerned though because Isabel wasn't eating the whole trip. We think she was just nervous. So we stopped at a Target and got her some cheese to put in her food bowl and coax her to eat. Now that Isabel is eating in Indiana.
We had to bribe her with cheese.
Along the way we also passed some very old cemeteries. A lot of them actually. It was kind of weird how many there were. You would be driving and then there would be farmland and houses, and then in the middle of it there would be another cemetery.
elusive traffic circle in the middle of farmland.
Would this be considered a crop circle?
It is in the middle of the crops.
Next, we entered Illinois.
Now we're in Illinois. We're gonna see how the Google likes going here. And also stretched because the car ride's very painful for us. Hopefully we'll be at the hotel very soon.
Ended up in Downs, Illinois. Downs has this really cute old building vibe to it. I love old buildings. If you don't already follow my channel, you should know I love old buildings. And this place was chock full of them. Even these like old houses as well. They're really cool. On our way to Bloomington, Illinois, we stopped at a Love's gas station to let Isabel go to the bathroom. They have a little dog park at their gas station, so it made it very convenient. It was also really neat because if you looked off in the distance, you could see the wind turbines at the end of the field. We finally arrived in Bloomington and went to the Target bathroom there. It was nice, and we were actually really comfortable going there because masks were required. We also stopped to give Isabel some water, which she promptly drank the entire bowl. She must have been thirsty. We gave her some more later. We made our way through Hudson, Illinois, also passing yet another graveyard. The sky was a bit cloudy and it was about to be sunset as we were arriving at the hotel. But first, we had to go by a giant field of cows. Look how cute they are. We got to the hotel, went up to the room, and rested for the night. We were really tired of driving, but we were excited that tomorrow was the big day we arrived home. And Isabel got to watch some TV in the hotel room and catch up on her favorite shows. Hey everyone, we're at the Sycamore Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru right now, getting breakfast.
Terrible.
And yeah, the line is terrible. And we're getting donuts for breakfast, and we're about to leave our hotel and finally head to our new house. There were a lot of twists and turns on the path out of Illinois, but we finally made our way to Wisconsin.
We're in Wisconsin. And this is supposedly the world's largest Culver's. Maybe, we think. It said it was on this exit.
We're gonna look out.
Da-da-da-da.
So we made it to Madison, Wisconsin. We're at the Target here. We're stopping to use the bathroom, and then we will be heading to our new house. Put the address in one final time.
One final address.
Because we are going to be arriving home.
And Izzy already went poop. Right over there in the rocks. She really likes rocks. Let's do this.
Our trip continued, and we passed over the Wisconsin River. What is that?
An indoor water park.
Wow. We also found it funny that there's a Sand Lake Road in Wisconsin, and there was one also in Florida. Finally, we arrived home, and it wasn't long before Izzy christened the house. We literally walked into the house, and Izzy peed all over the floor. We've only been in Wisconsin for a little while, and we're already excited to see all the different things that there are to see here. There's so many beautiful buildings, odd stuff laying around in the yards, like this tank. There's so many beautiful sights to see here, and we're excited to explore them with you. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and come along with us on our adventures. dog.
Hi, Izzy.
It's Izzy. It's the Isbell show. We moved across country, and now she wants to play ball. Izzy, give me that. You're gonna make it into the blooper section. You know that. Yes, yes, you're a little blooper.